Hello and welcome back to the Budget Sommelier. I'm your host Luke, and we're coming to you live on a Monday. Well, it's not live because this is a recording. It might not be Monday when you're watching it, but here in the studio, it is Monday. We had a fantastic weekend here at the Budget Sommelier Ranch in the Village. The constable was able to locate my lost copy of Hegel's Phenomenology of Spirit. So we had some good news. We also had some fun at the beer fest at the old bridge in downtown. Sampled some local beers, even sampled a local wine that would have been great for the show. It was a Cabernet Franc. It was absolutely delicious. Bergdorf Winery Cabernet Franc. It was absolutely delicious, but it was $22, so it was outside the scope of our show. I informed the lady that she would have to she'd have to lower her prices if she wanted to get on my show, because otherwise it simply wasn't going to happen. She protested, "Please, sir, we're failing. We have a failing winery." I said, "Look, I want to help, but I owe truth in reporting to my viewers, and my viewers are expecting wines that don't cost more than $20. And we have another one of those today. Today we are reviewing Josh Cellars Reserve Buttery Chardonnay. So this is our first interaction with Josh on the show, and it's also our first white wine. So I'm very excited to get into this and talk a bit about it. I've never had this one before. In fact, I couldn't tell you a Chardonnay that I've had before. Oh yeah, we've got it in the ice bucket, just staying nice and cool for the show. So I can't tell you a Chardonnay that I've had before. I've never had it before. But a bit about Chardonnay. It's a green-skinned grape variety used in the production of white wine. The variety originated in the Burgundy wine region of eastern France, but is now grown wherever wine is produced, from England to New Zealand. For new and developing wine regions, growing Chardonnay is seen as a rite of passage and an easy entry into the international wine market. You know, that's very true. I'm familiar with certain Gabon wine producers in Gabon, in Bengal. There's wine producers in Bengal. That's a new developing market. Most of Bangladesh as well is starting to grow Chardonnay. There's a lot of these different cultures throughout the world that haven't really engaged in wine. Most of them drink some form of clear rice liquor or other local grain. They distill it into a liquor and they just get absolutely destroyed on it. They've been doing most of that, but now that they've heard about Chardonnay, they're starting to grow Chardonnay. So stay tuned on the show. Budget Sommelier will be doing a Bangladeshi white Chardonnay in no time. Buttery Chardonnay, however, today's Josh Cellars Reserve Buttery Chardonnay. So what is Buttery Chardonnay? It's not really a different grape, it's just a term of the, it's one of the flavor notes. It's drawing attention to flavors reminiscent of melted butter and toasty oak. So typically you think of oak for a whiskey. They're saying that this oak, masculine oak flavor is going to be going with the feminine Chardonnay, white wine, buttery. They're kind of confusing me with this. We're going to see how that plays out. A Chardonnay is hated. I don't know if you know this, but in the late 80s, a Chardonnay mania developed by wine regions. Again, particularly new and developing ones. They're having Chardonnay mania in Bangladesh right now. They're having Chardonnay mania in Gabon right now. It's crazy. If you're investing in wine, you need to be investing in Bangladesh. You need to be investing in Gabon. I mean, Gabon, the Ukapalaka River in Gabon is going to be the Napa Valley in a few years here. So get in while you can. That's the free investment advice. You didn't think you were going to be getting investment advice on the show today, but that's what you got. That's what you got. Akalakapuka Valley in Gabon. Huge. I would give you the River Valley in Bangladesh, but I can't give away all my secrets. So yes, Chardonnay mania dramatically increased their planting of the grape to meet worldwide demand. As vineyards responded with massive new plantings of the variety, they found the wine, and that there was a heavy backlash. There was a backlash. Wikipedia is written in such horrible ways. There was a backlash against heavy oaky New World Chardonnays, which is, I imagine, what this is, in favor of lighter wines such as Pinot Grigio, which I'm a fan of. I like Pinot Grigio. And this spawned a very same-sex marriage type phrase, ABC. This is what wine people used to say in the 90s. ABC, anything but Chardonnay. Yes, so people hated Chardonnay. It's more popular now. It's always been sort of popular, but you know how peaks in trend, too much Bee Gees, stuff like that. So the status of Chardonnay now, it's a respectable wine, but it has that white woman white girl mom wine sort of connotation. And you see this with a lot of these failed D-list celebrities in the twilight of their years making wines. They're always doing Chardonnay. So this specific Chardonnay is coming from Josh Cellars. So it's the silly wine bottles you see at the store, and it says Josh. And it's like Josh Cabernet, Josh Red Blend, or Josh Specially. It's not specially selected. That's Aldi. Josh Reserve Buttery Chardonnay. Josh is a tribute to the CEO's dad. So the CEO is not named Josh, but his dad was named Josh. CEO is in the army, and then he was a lumberjack. Somehow this taught him how to make wine. I'm a little skeptical about that. We're going to see if that pans out. I don't know what swinging from tree to tree in the Yukon Territory, hawking down some lumber, and then double saluting our U.S. Army veterans. I don't see what these motions are teaching you about wine. That's totally off the reservation for me. So Josh Cellars Reserve Buttery Chardonnay. It comes from California's Central Coast. This is one of those developing wine regions, much like the Acapulco Valley in Gabon. It's a developing wine region, so it's also the cheapest area in California to grow wine. This is a budget wine. This is a budget show, budget area in California. So it's anywhere from, where is that? Anywhere from San Francisco all the way to Santa Barbara, so that is quite a lot of territory. And this is coming from anywhere within that area. So I don't know what our terroir notes are. Maybe sea salt spray from the Pacific Ocean. Maybe fresh tortillas from Old Town in San Diego. Maybe Tesla battery exhaust. Runoff from Tesla batteries. One of these flavor notes from the terroir of the Central Coast. This wine showcases notes of juicy, ripe fruit on the nose, while the palate has flavors of crème brûlée, roasted marshmallows, and butterscotch. Well, that sounds absolutely wonderful, and that means it's time to do our taste test. So, one of our viewers, Mike, big shout out to Mike, he suggested to maximize the bottle noise of corked wines, we should get this contraption here. So you're going to see me use this live on camera for the first time. It also came with a foil remover. So we'll see. We'll just get out our patented backup foil remover here. This is always effective. We'll just scratch this one off. There we go. Yeah, we don't need any fancy tools here. We're the budget sommelier. We're not the fancy tool sommelier. So we'll get this one off. There we go. So the instructions for the Swedish wine cork pump is to puncture the cork until the needle goes through. All right, so we're through. Then you pump 7 times. Wow! That is a powerful bottle noise. And the thing just exploded out. It's made the wine all bubbly. I don't know if that's good. No, it hasn't. Okay. We have our stemmed crystal wine glass. This was cooling in the freezer because this is a white wine. We want it to be nice and cold. So, Josh Cellars Reserve Buttery Chardonnay going into the glass. Let's take a look. Wow. That is liquid gold. That is extremely clear. You can see that there. That is absolutely beautiful. This is, of course, a white wine, so you have that yellowish gold, even a tinge of green in there. That sort of white wine color that you expect. Oh. We might do a Zin pairing today. I don't know if it's going to be Spearmint 3 or Coffee 6, but we might do it. I don't know. I'll see how I'm feeling. Gotta get a whiff of this one. Yeah, it smells like old butter. It's like if you have an old butter dish in your kitchen, you can smell this. It smells like that. Butter and wine, that's not a good combination. Let's see how it tastes. All right, Josh Josh Cellars Reserve Buttery Chardonnay going in. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's one thing that doesn't go well with grape juice. Wine is butter. Oh, and the oak. Oh, that is horrible. Yeah. It literally tastes like go into your kitchen and get the butter dish and lick the bottom. That is what it tastes like. Ugh. And after you lick the bottom of the butter dish, find the oldest door in your house and lick that, and then you'll get the oak taste. This is horrible. Those same-sex marriage type sommeliers in the 1990s were exactly right. ABC, anything but Chardonnay, anything but Josh Cellars Reserve Buttery Chardonnay. This was horrible. I would never recommend anyone buying this. I'm giving this an undrinkable rating. This is not worth $17 or $16. How much was this? This was not worth $16. It's a horrible wine. Buttery Chardonnay should be poured into the Boston Harbor, I guess the San Francisco Harbor. Wherever these types are drinking Chardonnay, they should be thrown in with the Chardonnay into the nearest naturally occurring harbor. Josh, special. This even the name is annoying because it should be like special. When you think reserve, you think special, but it doesn't say special. It just says Josh Cellars Reserve Buttery Chardonnay, and it is undrinkable. Don't buy it. This has been the Budget Sommelier. Please like and subscribe and comment what wine you would like to see reviewed next on the show. We actually have 3 wines this week that we're going to review that have been commenter suggested. So you too can suggest a wine for us to review. Just comment it down below. And make sure to tune in next time when we review another wine that won't break the bank.